What's up, everyone? We're back here today. We're going to be talking through some Packs Unplugged, and while I do that, I'm going to open up some booster packs because I acquired quite a bunch of them. We'll show you here on the screen. But we did pick up a bunch of Azurite Sea packs at Packs Unplugged, which was nice, whether from playing in events or purchasing them in the bundles and things like that, and some other small stuff that were kind of available to pick up at Packs Unplugged. So, with that, I think our biggest stack is the Baymax stack. There's probably like, I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 more Baymax packs than the others. We all stack them up here. Yeah, it looks like 4 more than Stitch and 5 more than Yzma. I'm curious though, while I'm opening these, if you wanted to drop in the comments, right? Let me know which one of these stacks you think I'm going to pick up and Enchanted in. So, obviously, Baymax is the easy guess, but hey, you never know. You never know what Yzma has to offer or Stitch. Let me know in the comments below what you think I'm going to open an Enchanted from. And hey, maybe I don't open one at all, right? That's the truth here. But we're going to start out by opening the middle amount of packs, which is the Stitch packs. So, Pax Unplugged was a lot of fun. Hopefully these cracks aren't awful, right? But Pax Unplugged was a lot of fun. You know, it started Friday. I actually got my badge on Saturday. Actually, no, I got my badge Thursday night. We went down and we had a pretty nice weekend. Me, Dick, my wife, my kids, Dick's kids, and Dick's mom all went, and we went and checked out the Christmas light show at Macy's, which is a really nice show, actually, where you basically go in and you see this giant Christmas light. I don't know if I took any pictures of it. If I did, I'll add them. I'll add them in the editing video. I'm not really sure though, but it was really nice. And then after that, we walked through this thing called Dixon City, which is really cool. I did post some of those pictures, I think on the stories maybe. Maybe I also posted them on Facebook, but basically it was like we were walking through and seeing the story of Scrooge, the Christmas Carol, which is really cool. I have like lived in Philadelphia my whole life, and I've never done it before, which I thought was funny. So it was nice to kind of get in there, see that, kind of experience that for the first time. And also, it was the first time I ever took my kids to see the Macy's Light Show. I used to do the Macy's Light Show every holiday with my mom and my sister growing up. So it had been quite some time since I had done that. So it was nice to definitely get in there, see some cool lights, and walk through the city. And then we also did like a little bit walking around the city itself, like through City Hall, which had some like Christmas decorating lights going on, which was fun, just to see that stuff. You know, it really was. It was just a nice time on Thursday night. I hadn't seen Dick since Seattle, so it had been a little while since we were able to just like hang out and chill. So nice night, extra night there. And then Dick stayed at my house for Friday, and we went down early on Friday, got breakfast at Reading Terminal, which is like the best thing ever. And it was nice because, you know, we got down there. The line wasn't terrible this year. I was a little worried that the line was going to be like really bad to get into Packs Unplugged because it was sold out this year. But it wasn't bad. It was managed very, very well by the Packs Unplugged staff, which was great because sometimes they can kind of go to shit. So it's nice that it really did go pretty well and there wasn't any real issues there. But, you know, I think the first events started at 11. Dick and I both played in the Azurite Sea sealed event that day, which was nice because I didn't really have to think too much in terms of constructed play or like, hey, what am I going to play today, yada yada. I did have a constructed deck in my bag, but I ended up just playing sealed instead. My pool was terrible. I might actually still have it here, but it was real bad. I won round 1. Ironically, I was able to beat a Tiana and a Genie round 1, which was very impressive, but not very good in general. So round 2, I kind of punted my game 1, and that was nice because I made like a really weird play where I kind of just like forgot everything that the Pixel Dust card, I can't remember the name of the card, Pixie Dust I think is the name of it, where you can grant Evasive and Challenger. And for the portion of the game, I was really just using it to protect my Mr. Big and gain 9 lore with a Mr. Big. But what I forgot is that I could have used it as a challenger in the end, and I ended up overplaying my hand, not thinking through my entire play. I don't play a lot of sealed, so it was definitely on me. Obviously, I was playing cards like that I would never play with it and construct it. So, I messed up. I lost the game. No biggie. I crushed game 2. And then game 3 just like wasn't really close. I just was never in the game, in all honesty. But it was a nice little lesson learned. Like, okay, whatever. Stuff happens. We make mistakes. We move on. No biggie. And then Scott was able to go on and win a playmat that day, which was cool. He was playing Amethyst Steel. It'll be covered in the meta report this week, the list that he played. It was pretty good. He went 3-0. He actually beat 2 Ruby Sapphire decks along the way as a mid-range version of Amethyst Steel, so that was a pretty big deal. Because like when we're kind of thinking about decks for LCQs and stuff like that, your red-blue, Ruby Sapphire is the most played deck at Continentals. There's a good chance that it'll still remain to be true. So you got to really start thinking about like how you're going to approach those matchups and things like that. So yeah. Nice to see that deck still be successful into that matchup, which was always a worry. He also beat Amber Steel, which was pretty nice. That's a pretty difficult matchup for like the aggro version, but it looked like it's manageable with the mid-range version, so that's nice. Nobody else won a playmat that day, though, so it's just Scott that won a playmat on Friday. And then we had our community hour, which was awesome. We did a live podcast, which you haven't yet. Oh, there you go. Foil Zimba. Oh, yeah. There we go. It's nice. If you haven't watched the live podcast yet, it's actually on the channel. I'll have it linked in the description probably, but we did a full podcast and we're doing a giveaway on that, which was nice because it was a lot of fun. It was a great event, and we had probably about 20 to 25 people that showed up randomly through it to kind of pop in their head, say hello. Some stuck, most like about 10 or 15 stuck around the whole time, played games. There was some multiplayer pack rush going on, which I heard was a very, very fun way to play multiplayer. So any of you pack rush guys out there that love pack rush, apparently like if you play it in multiplayer, it might be a lot of fun. No Enchanted's in the Stitch stack, so if you guess Stitch, you guess wrong, you can comment and try again. I'm gonna put this down here. Alright, so we have Baymax, which is the most, and Yzma. We're going to save the Baymaxes. We'll save Baymax. We'll open up Yzma next. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. We gave out some cool prizes. Actually, I think there's still enough time here, we can do another giveaway. If you're still watching, A, thank you. You're awesome. B, just comment your favorite Azurite Sea legendary. Comment below your favorite legendary for Azurite Sea. And I'm going to pick anyone that does that. I'm going to do another thing, and we'll give away another prize for this video. So we'll do another Metafy video here. So shout out to Metafy for the honestly for the codes and thing like that. So I'll give out one more code in this video, so just comment below your favorite legendary from this set. For me, pretty tough. It might be Baymax. I like Baymax a bunch. It's our second foil Wasabi. So yeah, it was fun. We did the podcast. We hung out, played some games. That was nice. We were rudely interrupted by the next people that were coming into the room, which was very frustrating. For some reason, most of the day there was a half-hour gap in between sessions, but I think because we were later on in the night, they didn't give the next people a gap, so therefore they came into our room with 20 minutes left, and were kind of a bit rude about us getting out because their timer started exactly at 9. It was kind of annoying. But, you know, I do get it. It was just more like, I wish they understood that it wasn't our fault that they didn't have time. And it was kind of, like, not a reason to be rude at all. Such as life, I guess. But it was alright. We managed. It was fun. Everybody had a good time. Gave out some cool prizes. We gave out a couple Heavy Play deck boxes. Shout out to Heavy Play. They're always in the description below. They gave a TFM 10 at your checkout for Heavy Play. You know, we gave out 2 deck boxes, which was cool. I am going to be doing a Heavy Play video very soon where I showcase the playmat, the sleeves, the deck boxes, and everything like that really soon on the channel. But they've been really great. I played with the sleeves all weekend. They were awesome. So huge shout out to Heavy Play for hooking us up, giving us some prizes for the weekend. So yeah, Friday was cool. It was good. It was a good, clean day. And then we went to, what did we do? Oh, we had Reading Terminal for dinner, but that was before the meetup. But I had this awesome sandwich from my favorite diner in Reading Terminal. It was delicious. I also convinced Ben to eat there as well. So we had a great corned beef special, which was awesome. But yeah, so Saturday, I got to play in a really fun event. It was the Chapter 1 and 2 Chapter 1 and 2 sealed event, which like had a lot of like blast from the past experiences, because last year at Pax Unplugged we played the Chapter 2 or the Rise of the Floodborn starter deck tournament on Friday. So it was just basically a limited tournament, but instead of having packs, we just had starter decks. So there was like a kind of like a brief memory of like how awesome and how far we've come from playing with those cards in a year now, which is crazy because of having so many different sets. But, you know, it was cool. It was fun. I did end up winning a playmat that day. I started 2-0, and then I paired into my teammate, TFM Pave. And we were like, hey, yeah, why don't we just take a split here? We'll each kind of hang out and just take a playmat. Which was cool. It would have been nice if we didn't have to play each other and we both had a chance to win a playmat, but I guess it's one of those where it kind of worked out because no matter what, we ended up getting a playmat, which was nice, and we just took it, split it. I still owe him money for that, actually, so I kind of reminded myself to pay Pave. But, yeah, it was nice to pick up a playmat. Second year in a row at PAX Unplugged, I was able to put myself in a position to win one, so that's nice. No one else won one that day. The constructed tournament was pretty tight. Everyone lost to matchups that they kind of should have, so it's, you know, kind of just like, hey, this is Disney Arcana in the constructed tournaments. But me and Pave were at least able to pick it up. And then we went out to dinner Saturday night, which was delicious. We went to Maggiano's for the family style, and it was the whole team plus my friend Brian, and then plus Levi, who was awesome. If any of you guys have met Levi before, he's one of the best. He came and hung out with us and ate dinner with us, which was really nice. But it was great. It was a great time. Yeah, we do it every year. We do like a team dinner there, which was nice to just be like, all right, like let's sit down, let's relax, let's enjoy our time. So none of us played in the Saturday night tournament. There was like a 6 p.m. or something like that, and we all just dropped from that and then went out to dinner and had a nice time, which is great. I think it's always important. Like, you know, these tournaments are great. You know, they do cost money to get into, and they are expensive weekends and things like that, but you're also with your friends, you know, like you should be enjoying the time with your friends, and I love it nothing more than spending that time with everybody and kind of just enjoying life in a big way. I think that's my favorite part about PAX Unplugged, is that everyone comes here to hang out and kind of enjoy life, you know. So, well, we went through all the Yzmas and they're still Enchanted. So, if you guessed Yzma in the beginning, you were also wrong. I'm very sorry. Baymax is left, though. So, we have 5, 10, 15, 18 shots at Baymax hitting an Enchanted here in Azurite Sea. We also haven't got a Genie yet. That's a big bummer. So, we're hoping for some hits here, all right? We are hoping for some hits, because it would be nice to get some nice hits out of these Azurite Sea packs. We shall see, though. It's been kind of slow, I think, for the most part. I also mixed up my piles here. I was purposely separating some stuff in piles, and then I messed up, so I'm going to have to go back and do it, but it's fine. So yeah, the other cool thing about the weekend was, I think we did it Friday. Did we do it Friday? I don't think so. I think on Friday we just chilled mostly, but on Saturday we went and played Crockinole. And if you guys don't know what Crockinole is, it is an awesome game. We posted pictures of it. Wow, that's crazy. That's weird. 2 Prince Erics in the same pack, like right next to each other. That's very odd. But yeah, so we played this game called Crockinole, and we posted pictures of it on socials, on like Instagram and Facebook, and it was so much fun. And it really got fun like the later the game went on. And it's like this game that's kind of like shuffleboard in a way, but it's played in quadrants, and you're like kind of defending your quadrant and things like that. It was a lot of fun. Definitely worth checking out. Like I assume at Gen Con, at Pax Unplugged, there was like, I don't know, 20 or 30 tables that let you play the game. So it would have definitely been worth your time. I definitely saw other Lorcana players on Friday or on Sunday before I left playing as well. But yeah, it was a blast all weekend playing it and just having fun. Just like, you know, not even like trash talking, just getting into the game and like getting interested in this like world where you're like, oh my god, this is fun. Like, this game is intense. And there's just like nothing on the line, but there's everything on the line. It was just kind of fun. A good weekend experience for sure. So yeah, so Sunday I played in Constructed, and like the last couple weeks I've been playing Sapphire Steel Alice decks, and I've been playing them with Doc because obviously I'm a Doc enthusiast, and they were doing pretty well in testing. I enjoyed a lot about what was going on with them. But this weekend I really wanted to try Sapphire Steel Wheel again, mostly so I can say I did try it and I wasn't just like automatically writing it off. I think in my round 1, we went to time in game 2. I was playing against Ruby Sapphire, and in all honesty, I felt that me and my opponent played very well paced, and we still just went to time in game 2. And it was definitely frustrating because it just felt like the deck was incapable of winning in an adequate time frame against that matchup, and considering it was the most played deck in European, I just don't know that I would feel comfortable about playing Sapphire Steel Wheel in a world where Ruby Sapphire is the most played deck if you just like can't win a game in an adequate amount of time. I think in game 1 I lost on 19 lore. So there is a world where like I misplayed or something like that, and it's definitely possible. Like, I'm not considering to tell you that I'm some Sapphire Steel expert, but you know, I did lose the game, and it was a pretty lengthy game. I felt like I couldn't concede early because I was always in the game, and then in game 2 I just couldn't finish the game. I couldn't close it out. It took me forever to try and position myself to win. My opponent just had the right answers, and I ended up conceding in the middle of, like, not in the middle of game 2, but in like the later stages of game 2, because we went to time. And like anyone that wasn't really following along with the Pax lineup, is that for Pax Unplugged, if you 3-0 the tournament, that's the only way you can get a playmat. If you 1-1 unintentionally, you basically remove both players from the ability to winning a playmat, which is ridiculous. So I had won a playmat on Saturday already. I wasn't going to be in a position to ever win the playmat by losing game 1 in this round that was going to go to time in round 2. So I just asked the judge how much time was left. He said there was 1 minute. I thought about it for like 30 seconds, and I said, hey, I'm just going to concede, because even if I win this game in time, like in rounds, then we're going to 1-1, and there's no way to finish the game, so it's kind of pointless to win it. So I conceded to my opponent. I'm not sure if they went on to win a playmat or not, but it's like one of those where it just felt right. It felt really silly to not have one of us have a chance at winning a playmat, so concession felt correct. I hope they went on to win, but in the next round I played against Emerald Amethyst, and in those games, the deck just like straight up fell apart. And it was at that point in time where I'm like, you know what, this deck is not for me. I do not want to play it at all. I don't even think I want to play any deck that has a whole new world in it. I just, you know, it just doesn't feel correct to me in the current metagame. So I'm just out on it. So it was a nice learning lesson. It was like, hey, basically, like, I paid money to live test against some different people just so I can confirm that I did not like a wheel. Like, and that's completely fine too. Guys, we just can't. Ooh, crimped Hades. Can't really see that. I can kind of see it there, but crimped Hades, that's cool. Something different. We still have yet to get an Enchanted or a Genie. What a bummer. What a bummer, guys. So yeah, it's been fun. I think Ben. Oh yeah, Ben ended up losing in his round 3, where he started 2-0, so he missed out on a playmat, and then I think Melissa lost round 2. I think Nunez lost round 2. So I don't think no one from TFN was able to win, and I think it's a really cool thing the way these tournaments are structured, because obviously, you know, they are competitive tournaments, but they're structured in a way that enable, like, on average, let's just say 5 people in a tournament have the potential to win these playmats. Mine's like right up here. I'll get it in a second, I guess. And it's cool because it just means that, you know, with that many players and like the way the tournament is structured, having the potential to win, you know, a cool like $200, $300, $400 prize is pretty sweet, because it doesn't mean you have to be perfect on the day. It just means that you have to be like within the game and within the realm of being perfect. You know, if these tournaments were 5 rounds and only one person got it, it would be LCQs. So they're not really designed that way, but I think it's good in general for the game because it means you can show up, play these events, have a good time, and feel like anyone can win, you know, and I think that's really important for Lorcana. I think that's just like the world that they're trying to present to players. Like, it was really cool seeing some of the people, you know, that probably don't always have success in Lorcana find success and win a playmat and kind of just like enjoy their time. I think that's really great, and it's just a good atmosphere for everyone. Also, huge shout out to the community for this one. I forgot to mention, in the middle of the Saturday tournament, I actually left my deck box on the table after my round. I left. I went to get soda at Wild Bill's. Shout out to Wild Bill's. And I came back, and I realized when I was filling up my soda that I had left my deck box. I'm like, oh no, I left my deck box on the table. This sucks. But I went back, and my deck box was still there, just sitting there exactly where I left it. And it was like, man, I love this community. Like, I feel like in any other game I've played in my life, there's no way I would have come back and my deck box would still be on the table. So I literally just said, I love this community. Thank you guys for being awesome, like, to everyone that was sitting right there, because that's just such unfamiliar territory for me in card games. I definitely would have been vastly punished for leaving that anywhere else. So it was very nice for it to still be there. I was very happy with that. So yeah, so Sunday, I got crushed. I lost again, dude. I think this is like my playset of John Silver's in these packs. I'm hosed, guys. I'm hosed. We only got bad packs. There's a couple left here, but it feels like we did very poorly. No genies. The foil Zimba, I think, is the best card so far. No enchanteds. Nothing to get crazy excited about yet. Foil Maleficent Staff. I guess that's cool. But we're winding down here. We got 2 packs left. There's 2. 2 left. So yeah, I basically learned on Sunday that I don't like Sapphire Steel Wheel as much as I didn't like it. Honestly, I think I played it in Chicago. I hated it in Chicago too, so we're still there. That's what we achieved this weekend. We removed Sapphire Steel Wheel from our list of decks that we will be playing for the next few weeks. Which is good, because more things you remove, the more chance you have to play the deck that you're going to end up playing anyway. Alright, last pack. Last one. Here it comes. Sad. Genie? No Genie. That's crazy. all these, that's like, I think it was like 42-ish packs of Azurite Sea. No Genie, no Enchanted. Sad pandas. And if you guessed Baymax, you were also wrong. So, ugh. Yeah, nice playmat. It's pretty sweet. It's definitely not bad at all. It's the 2024 convention playmat. I won 3 of the 2023 convention playmats. I said that I was the king of starter decks. So, it was nice to at least be there, put myself in a position to bring home another one. But yeah, it was nice. Pax Unplugged was great. Talking with some of the staff all weekend was great. I thought Pastimes honestly did run pretty great events, which I think is very important to note that, it's not easy to run these convention tournaments. They were hosting, like, every game, I think, that I can think of. Magic was being hosted by them. I think they may have been doing a couple of the other games as well, but I know for sure they were hosting Magic and Lorcana. As far as I know, they might even be doing more stuff. But I thought they ran them really well. It was a little bit slow start on Friday, but like once they had their system set up, once their computers were up and running, they did a great job. And I definitely told them so. I thought the judges were pretty great, on average. There were, some familiar judges there that have judged DLCs, which was very helpful. I thought the Ravensburger setup was wonderful. I was able to kind of get whatever I wanted, in all honesty, in the end. So if you showed up, you would have been able to get one of those Illuminators Trove deck boxes, the big metal blue ones with the Lorcana Limbo, and then when you flip it over, it has the lore tracker. You could have got one of those. Could have got the portfolios, the binders, which I heard that are now in big box stores, which I didn't know. So that's cool too. So if that's what you're into, then that works out too. You'd probably still find one of those. But yeah, it was great. It was a great fun weekend. I thought they killed it. I thought everything about it was awesome. It was run very well. Everything went pretty smooth, and per usual, Pax Unplugged was probably my favorite convention of the year again. So I had a lot of fun. It was great meeting and talking with all the players. Anyone that came up and said hello and thanked us for our efforts, that was awesome. If you showed up to the community hour, huge thumbs up to you. Thank you guys so much for that. That was really nice of you for doing that as well. And we gave out a bunch of codes to Menify. Again, favorite Azurite Sea Legendary in the comments below gives you a chance to pick up one of those special codes. I will directly DM you, or I'll pick your name out of a hat. Make sure you're a public subscriber. If you're not subscribed and you comment, then you're not going to be able to win. So it only works if you're a public subscriber on the channel. So make sure you're a public subscriber. Make sure you comment. If you want to really help, share this video about Pax Unplugged. And in all honesty, like, Pax Unplugged is an incredible event every year. If you like Gen Con, Pax Unplugged is like the mini scaled down version of Gen Con. So everything you like about Gen Con is probably a Pax Unplugged, but it's 4 times less the people. So you're not like crowded and 90,000 people in one convention center. Well, I mean, it's almost like way bigger than convention center at Gen Con. But, you only have about 20 to 25,000 people in Philadelphia. And it's like a Christmas vacation. No, like, it's honestly, next year, it's the weekend before Thanksgiving. So, and it's pretty cheap. It's pretty affordable. I think 3-day passes are like $95. So for me, I think that's very affordable. The city is not crazy expensive in that time frame either. I know Melissa, Ben, and Nunez were able to get a pretty cheap Airbnb that was actually like across the street from the convention center, which is insane. So all in all, it is a wonderful convention. Huge shout out to Ravensburger and Pastimes for putting on a great show and hosting great events. I think the biggest complaint is that the prize structure was 3-round tournaments, and in the middle of every round you were able to win or lose, and if you won you got 2 packs, if you lost you got 1 pack. The issue is the packs they gave away were Into the Inklands, which kind of felt crappy because obviously Into the Inklands have been on Amazon, and we've been selling them, they've been selling them to Amazon for like $85 a box or something like that. So getting the worst and cheapest packs as additional prizes didn't feel too good. Hopefully next year they just do whatever the current set is. That would be a way better prize distribution. Definitely not the worst set. That I think anything would have been probably better than Inklands. So there's that. But yeah, all in all, it was really a lot of fun. PAX Unplugged was a great experience. This is kind of where we're dropping new videos like this that are not necessarily as focused as the Forbidden Mountain channel. So this is now going to be the Team TFM channel. You're going to see videos from Dick, from Melissa, maybe from Dave Nunez, from myself, and even from Scott, of just different topics that are happening in Disney Larkana. So that's what we have in here. Kind of just a full-fledged 2024 PAX Unplugged experience for myself. It was a blast. I wish I had opened something way cooler in these packs. I'm very much sorry for that. They all sucked. But thank you guys for watching today. Again, hit me up in the comments below if you want a chance to win a sweet promo code to Metafy. See ya.